Hiya Dave the cameraman, M3VD8. I'm Tony, M3UER. We're in this caravan thing with Trevor, who's, what is it, M0 what?
Tea without sugar.
Yeah, M0 tea without sugar, and we're in this marvellous technical caravan that has been donated. Well, not donated, it was given to you.
It's been given to
us. It was given to you and...
It was donated.
Donated. Amateur radio, not ham radio, let's get it right, and it's all about amateur radio. Trevor, hello, tell us all about it.
It's me, Tony. Hello everybody. Amateur radio, big hobby to cover. We'll start with the trailer. Yes, it was donated and we thank RSGB, we can't thank them enough. It was donated to us, we put in a prospectus of what we do in Sheffield with fates, etc., calendar, etc., as to what we do. They looked at it and we won the bid. So we're absolutely amazed that we've won it. Important. Now, it's same as any hobby. How far do you want to take that hobby? You can take it as far as you want.
And you can.
And you can.
You really
it's such a big field.
Yeah, it is.
You know, to cover amateur radio.
It is. And in the old days, I'm sure you'd appreciate that the amateur radio Class A, Class B was the equivalent of taking a pilot's licence.
Yes.
But now that's changed. The public shouldn't be put off, should they, with doing an exam?
No.
I mean, it really is. You're helped all the way.
Yes.
Tutored in everywhere. There's, there's no. You can't lose, can you?
No.
Can't.
And apart from. We've done 44 people at his own club in Sheffield in the past 2 years. Some of those are members from the Sheffield University. We do lose them because as part of their degrees they go all over the world. But yet, funny enough, they still keep in touch with us. That's nice because they've never forgotten us and where they got the licence from. That's great. And they, in their own right, become ambassadors for amateur radio in other countries wherever they're working with part of the degree. And that's great, you know. And it's advertising's a problem for us because we can't get the bells and whistles like look, LAMFST, because they want money for advertising.
Yeah.
So this is the only way we can advertise our hobby to the general public out there. And we must have these professional tools to do it with. But other clubs can't afford these kind of tools, it's too expensive. So great, we've won it and we're going to keep it as a professional tool for showing amateur radio to the general public.
That radio you've got over there, which is known as a Years 2817, isn't it, is a very simple radio to use.
Yes.
You can talk to the world on that, can't you?
Yes, you can.
And am I right in saying, Trevor, that little antenna there, you could actually, with the right conditions, speak to America and Europe, and if the conditions were correct, possibly from in here, on that area,
yes.
if you were really looking.
Yes.
Yeah?
Yes.
So, amazing, isn't it?
Yes. Efficient antennas, that's what makes a radio station.
Yeah.
But these little radios are marvellous radios, it's all HF, VHF, UHF.
Yeah.
It's a lot of money. If it's say £450, £100 second hand, you can buy them for.
Yes, you can, yeah.
But it starts you on amateur radio, seriously, especially when we said HF down at the bottom, it's well over £1,000, a big radio at the end of the bench.
Yeah.
We don't expect people to go that far, but you will go that far if you're serious about it, like most people do with hobbies.
Yeah, they do. And then again, most people are happy to wander around in some cases with a 30 quid handheld, speaking to the replacers, and they're happy with that.
To people they know from the local club where they've joined.
And what is good about the hobby as well is that you can pick up where you leave off, so you might want to break from it.
Yes.
Or you might do an aspect of the hobby, come away from it, and it's an amazing hobby, isn't it?
Yes.
And what aspects are there? There's HF radio, but
We've got all the different modes now. We've also gone on to digital modes, like your telephones have gone from analogue to digital because of the noise experience. And our radio's gone that way, but we've not left or ditched the analogue side. We still use it in a big way. So there's a lot of experimenting can be done between analogue and digital. And digital is good because we don't get interference problems. As we all know from old days of being on CB radio, we all used to have the transit van come round with Jim Roach in. There was a local interference officer in Sheffield, and that is, by the way, at Finley Club. They've done that up, the transit van, done a marvellous job of it. So if you ever go to Finley Club, you can go and see the original Husby van, as we used to call it. And we were all scared out of which we didn't want to knock at the door in the old days, and that was it. And
that was in the days of CB radio.
Days of CB radio.
And CB radio is, even though it's not by radio hams, it's still a good entry into the hobby, because I think ham radio would have died off if it weren't for CBers coming in some cases. would you say?
We've gained a lot of people from CB, that wanted to go further in the radio field, that have an understanding of radio to start with. And you can't knock these people. You know, they've been on it a long time and they've enjoyed what they've done. So they wanted to take it a step further and do more with it, which you can in this hobby of amateur radio, and you've got a lot more scope to go with band-wise.
Finally, Trevor, just tell us, what's the furthest location you've worked personally then with your radio?
I've done Australia and New Zealand, and I've never worked ISS, but Steve has behind you. Space stations, you know, one on its own, it's the odd one out, and it's great to work with the guys up there that's got the tickets.
Excellent, excellent. Well, thank you very much for your time.
Thank you, Tony.
Vice Chairman, Sheffield Ham Radio Society. He's got a marvellous story to tell us. I didn't know this, but this communications vehicle trailer was completely gutted with nothing in it. Can you tell us the story?
There was 4 of us, which is committee members, went down to RSGB, to pick it up. When we picked it up, all there was in was the screen, as you see there. Nothing at all, no radio equipment, no nothing. RSGB said to us, get in touch with the suppliers, which we did. Hopefully, we did get the sponsors and we did get some equipment from certain suppliers. As a club, we had to equip all the trail out of Salt with the equipment, what you can see on here. Some of this equipment here, which is the satellite equipment, was our clubs. We've got that, we've got satellite tracking, we've got satellite tracking equipment. So we put that in here because it's advantage to when we do schools, when we do events and things, people can see about amateur radio and what you can do talking to the astronauts, etc. Also, there was no sound and audio on the screen. We put the speakers in on a fibre optic feed, which you can see over there. If you look over there, the top corner is the fibre optic feeds. We put the fibre optic feeds in so it feeds the audio to the monitor. There's another monitor also on that far side wall, what we can operate, show satellite tracking, things like that on videos, VCRs. Down in the bottom is a media system underneath that cupboard, what provides all the media to feed the monitors what's in it. Also, we've got fitted on board a D-Star repeater, what we just had delivered today, which is a 77 D-Star repeater, which will give anybody on any events the opportunity to work to do a D-Star digital system. So it's really, we've got a lot more to do, but we're getting there.
Hobby, go for it, get your licence done, contact your local club, it's fantastic.